let's see how this works. I joked with a few friends before doing this. I'm like, what could possibly go wrong in the last like 5 minutes? No cell service at all. Like, YouTube thing just spinning. So anyhow, thank you for a couple people that are in here watching. Quick reminder, like, subscribe, comment if you enjoy the video. God, this works. This would be like such a life hack. So I'm looking forward to potentially this live stream working if it goes. I turned off chats. Sorry, just I don't want to be distracted. Anyhow, 2 games. Liverpool hosting Real Madrid. Let's just start there. Liverpool's slight favorite, which I think is kind of ridiculous. So almost like too much credit for Liverpool, who is really at this point a mid-table EPL team. They really struggle at the back. Getting Virgil van Dijk is huge, but the midfield is absolutely dreadful. Fabinho's a shell of himself. We're starting 18-year-old Stefan, but I can't say his name right. Thiago might not be fit. You're starting Jordan Henderson, who's a nice guy, but is way past his prime. So the whole problem in this game, the whole crux of this game, will be the midfield. On the Real Madrid side, no Toni Kroos is a big deal, but whereas Liverpool starts Bakacic, Real Madrid goes, okay, here's Eduardo Camavinga, possibly, one of the greatest midfield talents that's going to come along. So it's a huge disparity. Anyhow, it is at home. Nights at Anfield, get crazy. Let's just talk about the DFS plays. For Liverpool side, I think it's really only 2 in optimal. Optimal / cash bill. When I say optimal, I'm more talking cash, 50-50, single entry, low stake GPP that you're going to train for cash. Those type of things. TIA, Robertson. I think it's TIA. Robertson has not been getting us forward as much. Robertson will not have a license to get us forward as much with the talented wingers. Yes, Trent will be getting the Vinny Jr. side. Excuse me. But Robertson's kind of got to pin back more. Trent Alexander-Arnold, even when he pins back, doesn't really work that well. So Trent would be my Liverpool pick. I think if you want to go for goals, Salah or Nunez is fine. Gakpo would probably be my least favorite, playing through the middle. Doesn't just get as much floor. And this is just a Gakpo going from the Eredivisie League at PSV to the Premier League has been a huge transition, I guess is the right word, or a huge adjustment period. So much more physical, so much less space. Now all of a sudden Champions League in Real Madrid, I think it's even less space. So I trust Salah and Nunez more. I probably trust Salah the most of the bunch. History with Real Madrid, he'd love to get one against them. That's the Liverpool side. Let's go to Madrid. Luka Modric, and then surprise, value of the day, David Alaba are your set piece takers with no Toni Kroos. Love David Alaba, so cheap. He gives you a little bit of defensive peripherals on top of everything else. So I think that's a really awesome play to kind of fit whatever you want. Luka Modric is, anytime you get him on set pieces, it's just a really nice play. He, even without set pieces, always seems to get like 5 to 7 DK. Add those set pieces, it's probably in that floor of like the 7 to 10 range. I do think that Madrid here, if they're getting any sort of disrespect, I think that's a great GPP outlet. I think a lot of people are going to go to Napoli pieces. So Madrid might kind of fly under the radar here. I think Benzema, Vinny Jr. with that Trent Alexander-Arnold matchup. I don't love to go matchups in soccer because, if the guy in Florida that's watching from thousands of miles away, if I can see that the matchup is bad, Jurgen Klopp can see the matchup is bad and is probably going to scheme around it. But Vinny Jr. on Trent Alexander-Arnold is a mismatch. So, I can see Vinny Jr. being a really good play at forward as well. Benzema, obviously on PKs and just scores goals whenever he pleases. That Liverpool backline, even with VVD in there, is because Fabinho doesn't give them the coverage anymore. They're always susceptible to a ton of shots. Alisson is in play too for Liverpool goalkeeper just because he's going to see a ton of loads. I don't think you should really be playing him for the clean sheet, but playing for the saves, I definitely can see. So Alaba, Modric, Jr., Benzema. If you want to go a little bit GPP, Franco Valverde, especially plays that right wing position. He killed Liverpool in the final last year. If he doesn't start, if you see Marcos Asensio in there, it's just worth noting that Marcos Asensio would jump on some set pieces. So he would certainly be in play at that point too. But I don't think it'll be him. I think it'll be Franco Valverde. Ancelotti seems to like playing that type of setup in these big games. I don't think he necessarily trusts Asensio all that much, and for good reason. Okay, I think that's enough for that game. Let's jump over to Frankfurt hosting Napoli. The cover of this live stream, I tried to make this. I can't say his name. Kavar, I can't say it. But, one of the best young players in the world. I think he's a lock at the forward spot. If Zielinski doesn't play, he splits set pieces. If Zielinski gets in, he might take the occasional one, but it doesn't seem to matter. He just always shows up, always gets a goal or assist. He's a really, really good pair with Victor Osimhen, depending on how high on Napoli you are. On that right wing spot is either like Lozano or Politano. If Politano is in, sometimes he splits some set pieces with Zielinski or Kavar. I don't even know if Kavar's right. I feel so bad. I should have listened to Siri pronouncing his name before getting on a live stream. But at least I didn't accidentally curse or something like that trying to say his name. So we'll just move on from there. But yeah, I think that if you're gonna play Napoli forward, it's Osimhen or it is our boy. And then Zielinski, really good play in the mid-tier if starting. Mario Rui is really cheap as a left back. Mario Rui absolutely smashes. He doesn't even take set pieces anymore, but he just smashes just because. So he's obviously an awesome play. Giovanni Di Lorenzo at right back also crushes. Napoli just crushes. So I think all of those guys are in play. But for cash, I think it's Zielinski, Rui, and our guy, our cover boy. That's how I'm going to say it easier. On the Frankfurt side, despite Napoli having a lot of really good pieces, I don't think that we should just forget about Frankfurt pieces either. They are at home. Frankfurt is a decent side. Philip Max, since coming over, has been splitting sets with Jesper Lindstrom. He plays left wing back. Philip Max, if you can remember him back from PSV days. God, I can't remember his team beforehand. I'm blanking on it. He played for somebody in the Bundesliga, but he would just absolutely crush DFS. Just tons of crossing, likes to get forward. So he is a really nice defensive play here as well. And then Lindstrom would be my two cash plays. Tulo Mini is one of the best strikers in the Bundesliga. Is becoming one of the best young strikers in the world. If there's going to be a goal, it's probably going to go through him. He was pretty cheap too, sub 7. So it's really just going to depend on how you see these games playing out. But those are all your cash plays. I would say for core, how I'm starting is with our guy on the cover. I would go Trent, and I'm trying to think. I mean, I really like Zielinski. If he starts, I think that makes a lot of sense. I like Luka Modric if he starts. Well, I mean, not if he starts. Luka Modric's going to start. I like David Alaba a lot. So these are all the plays that you could base around. I don't necessarily think this is the greatest cash slate in the world. I think that, I like Vinny Jr. a lot too. I think he's going to cause Liverpool all sorts of problems, but he's just not a traditional core play for me because he doesn't have set pieces. So yeah, that's how I would roll. I hope that this helps. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, even though I turned chat off, please, when this is all done, if you're rewatching it or anything like that, give it a like, give it a comment. Let me know if it worked out, if it wasn't too horrible. The whole reason I did this is I actually on my way to a conference and I'm not gonna be able to upload a normal video. And then kid was sick last night, so it just didn't work out to record. But if this works, this would be such a life hack for me. So anyhow, I hope that all of this was good. Thank you guys so much for watching. With that, I'll say